All right, guys. So I only have like a couple minutes to talk to you about this, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. I feel like Jared McCain, NBA's Jared McCain, most specifically Philadelphia 76ers Jared McCain, is one of the, he kind of disrupts what it means to, what masculinity is in either the NBA or in culture in general. I think one thing I really appreciate Jared McCain, who he is a sophomore in the NBA second year, right? He's one of the more out there personalities in terms of who he is on social media, who he is on like TikTok, Instagram, right? He's known for his big personality. I mean, he's great on the court as well, so it helps. But, he is known a lot for, being that guy who just has a lot of fun. He's the opposition of nonchalant. He actually disrupts what it means to be nonchalant, or to be like, to be something different entirely in an NBA where it's filled with very nonchalant type of players who are very chilled out to themselves, right? Like they're not very expressive in a way. Yeah, they're expressive on the court, but off the court, they're very, to themselves. It feels like they're very PR managed, which is cool, right? Do your thing, get that bag. No disrespect, get that bag whatsoever. But I feel like what I respect a lot about Jared McCain as a player and as a personality on the internet is he's very not sociable, but I mean he's one of those things, right? But he's very self-aware and also very honest about who he is, right? He doesn't cut no bullshit. No, he is who he is, and he is proud of that. He has painted nails on him. He sings in public. It's something that me personally, I would do painted nails. I mean, it's a great look. It doesn't mean just because he acts a little more feminine doesn't mean he isn't masculine. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a balance with what it means, right? You got to be either a 6 or a 7 in terms of femininity and masculinity. It can't be just it can't be just like 50-50 sometimes. Sometimes you got to balance it out by doing a little more on one side than the other, And there's nothing wrong with being feminine as a guy, right? Especially doesn't like disrupt your masculinity as someone who, you don't have to be over the top, like masculine all the time. It's just too much work, and it's like, it's not that fun. Honestly, it's not that fun to live life that way. And I think Jared McCain seems like a fun personality because he is balancing out who he is in terms of femininity and masculinity. He can have a girlfriend and he can be a straight male while also being very lively and also very warm and welcoming. He's an amazing personality, and he, us Filipinos, we love to sing. We're singers, even if we're not good. Like myself, I'm not the best singer in the world, but we just love to sing out loud. It's just fun to do it. It's just fun to express ourselves either through karaoke or just singing in the shower or singing out in public, right? I think that's what Jared McCain kind of does. He kind of shows that you can have this lively personality, be out there, be like almost like this TikTok influencer, but also very genuine, and it's very fun, and also be very good at what he does, which is basketball. I think his fashion's pretty good too. I feel like he does balance a lot of femininity and masculinity as well. He is very pristine in that. I like how he is in there. He reminds me a lot of Bruno Mars' fashion as well. Bruno Mars is great fashion, great singer as well. Filipino, love to see it. My Filipino brothers and sisters, love to see him. It's just a lot of fun to cover these type of players who are very expressive about themselves, about who they are, and how they disrupt the narrative of what it means to be a man in the NBA, or a man in African American culture and Filipino culture. It's just great to see how we can explore that in a different light. And it doesn't have to be uber masculine. What this guy has done. Can he lift 140 pounds? I can't. I'm 5 feet. Come on, give me some slack now, boys. But I bet he could, right? And he's also a guy who can just sing in the gym. He doesn't want to listen to rap all the time. He just wants to sing, have fun, good vibes all around. It's just, I have a lot of respect for the dude. He just seems like a great guy in terms of his personality on the internet, and seems like how he is on the court as well. And I think you got to balance it out with who you are and what you're expected to be. I don't think there's nothing wrong with you being expected to be something, right? While also balancing out who you are, because there's a mismatch of it. You got to blend yourself together in some way, and inevitably we're gonna try fitting in sometimes. But I think it's fun to live out a little, to be out there, to be having fun, and to disrupt the narratives of masculinity, and disrupt the narratives of femininity, to disrupt the narratives of who you are. And I think Jared McCain does that well with his painted nails. Even if he gets some slack for it, he's great at basketball, and he's also a great fashion icon in that way. I'm just rambling off the top of my head. I was thinking about this morning, and yeah, I just want to talk about this dude. Great guy, great personality. I think that's what I wanted to focus the most on, is his personality and what he does to show other men that it's okay to be yourself, be a little girly. It's okay to be a little girly. It's great to be a little manly too. Balance that out, and also just have fun. Sing. It's freaking fun to sing, man. Don't be nonchalant about life. No, it's tiring to be nonchalant about life. It's just live, for God's sakes. Yeah, of course you gotta build on yourself of who you want to be, but who you are right now isn't that bad. Appreciate y'all. Tell people who love you that you love them, and tell the people who make you feel like you belong that you appreciate them. So yeah, that's about it. See ya. Woo.
You are down and need it.
Turn this shit off. Oh my God.
I gotta get away and let you go. I've gotta get over.
I love you so. Dun 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 dun. I love you so.